So Carla, I'm sure excited ka rin pag-usapan to kasi alam ko buong Pilipinas excited nga dahil sa nangyaring pagkapanalo ng ating pambansang kamao kahapon. At syempre parang kumingi ng mga post-fight analysis, kasama na naman natin ang ating sports analyst dito sa PTV, si Sir Dennis Principe.
Yes.
Sir, welcome back. Kasama namin
Salamat.
last week eh.
And, good morning at nakatulog ba kayo?
Oo naman.
What happened kahapon? Ganda, no? Masaya tayo.
Masarap ang
because of
tulog
what
natin.
happened. Oh, at yun, medyo, yun nga, yung whatever we talked about last time, medyo, at least, yun nga, yun expect natin, and it happened, and actually, the greatest feeling na meron tayo is that alam natin yung mga kababayan natin sa Visayas, down south, ano, na kahit na for about 30-40 minutes of their lives, no, ngayon, nakalimot ng konti rin sa nangyari sa kanila.
Na-uplift. Eh yun nga sir, kumbaga nagkaroon nga tayo ng prediction. Sabi nyo nga, 12 rounds, this decision. And talagang tamang-tama, pasok na pasok kasi ang dami natin naririnig, parang sabi 6th round, knockout, ganyan. So parang ako, niniwala ko sa sinabi ni Sir Dennis eh. So parang nung nakita ko parang, oo nga, talagang, anong masasabi natin dito sa sa fight na to, sa strategy mainly, parang kasi maraming naririnig na naawa daw dahil ayaw i-knockout, tapos sinasabi naman na parang kumbaga pinapalabas yung maturity being a more skillful and technical fighter. So, what can you say about this, sir?
Syempre, with all due respect sa kampo ni Manny, ano, for me, it's more of a marketing ploy, you know? Kasi they wanted a knockout win. Kasi yun yung talagang the ultimate victory sa boxing, you know, knockout. And for you to score a knockout, ibig sabihin, more fruitful things, no, could be in store for you in the near future. And since hindi nila nakuha yun, siguro ganun, pinapalabas na lang na parang, yun nga, Manny could have knocked him out, no, kung gugustuhin, at yun nga, naawa. But I think, it's more of Manny just making sure na hindi mangyari yung nangyari last time against Marquez, wherein, yun nga, natalo siya na knockout because of split-second carelessness. Ano? So, nakita naman natin kahit paano si Rios, kulang sa skills, but in terms of heart, no, and yung toughness to take a punch, yung kanyang ability to take a punch, nandun. So, instead of, yun nga, gambling a bit, at least makuha niya yung knockout, mas prefer ni Manny na, after all, I'm coming off a loss, at saka, nothing to prove naman si Manny, you know? Basta, you know, for a little guy like Manny, campaigning in the welterweight division, hindi mo na i-expect na every fight niya knockout.
Yes.
Because for one, like what I've said last time, Manny as a welterweight, his real weapon, main weapon niya, is speed. And probably yung timing nga, no? Kasi yung power niya is really not enough to floor a natural welterweight. Kumbaga, si Manny, ang excitement na na-generate niya is yung maliit siya, campaigning sa bigger, heavier weight, tapos nagagawa niya nga na one-sided yung laban through his quickness at saka yung kanyang timing to connect. So, with that being said, talagang mahirap mag-expect ng spectacular knockout win kasi meron tinatawag tayo na knockout win, TKO. Yung TKO kasi, hindi kinakailangan hilata yung kalaban mo eh. Basta nabugbog mo na, hindi na lumalaban, TKO yun. So, if ever makascore si Manny ng knockout, more of TKO, yung mga, kumbaga, naawa yung, dapat yung referee tigil na mga ganun. But yung talagang hilata because of power, medyo yun yung strength ni Manny as a welterweight.
Pero yun nga, sinasabi rin ng ilan na talagang aabot siya ng 12th round dahil because of the 2 losses, parang gusto daw niya talaga i-maximize yung ring mileage niya. Meron po bang ganito talaga?
Kasi yung mga ganon, based on mga nakakausap natin, trainers and mga boxers, yung mga ganon, nakukuha mo yan sa gym. Now, once you're in a fight, whatever opportunity na mag-present, kailangan ganon ng boxer eh. Take advantage of it. Like in this case, wala talagang masasabi tayong opportunity si Manny to floor his opponent with just one punch. Why? Kasi kahit papano, yung Rios, pag dumikit si Manny, kung napansin nyo, bumibitaw at bumibitaw eh. It's just that yung typical na welterweight Manny Pacquiao na nakita natin, very defensive, yung after 2-3 punch lumalabas. Diba? Yun yung opportunity ni Manny na he took advantage of. Yung kanyang speed, ginamit niya rito. Now, yun nga, kasi if you want to floor your opponent, kinakailangan nasa harapan ka niya eh. And against Rios, yun yung kailangan niya para siya manalo, yung tumigil sa harap niya. If you notice, si Manny kahit pa paano may mga bruises, no? Which is a testament din na yung power ni Rios, maaari maka-apekto kay Manny. And that ang hindi ibinigay ni Manny kay Brandon Rios. So, overall, it was a very intelligent, it was very scientific, it was very clinical on the part of Manny Pacquiao.
Yes. Ito sir, sinasabi niyo nga na parang kumbaga yung advantage ni Manny yung kanyang quickness. Pero alam naman natin na kumbaga, I think he's 35 years old and sinasabi na lumalabas na daw yung kanyang edad because he is not as quick as he was before.
Yeah.
Would you say the same thing na hindi na nga siya ganun kabilis?
Two things. Number one, maaaring totoo yan. Baka nga yung age factor. Kahit paano umepekto na because ang napansin ko sa laban na ito, if we compared sa mga best welterweight victories ni Manny, yung De La Hoya, yung Shane Mosley, at saka yung Miguel Cotto, no? In those fights, kung mapapansin niyo yung mga combinations ni Manny, umaabot ng 5-6. Dito, 2-3, 'di ba? So, a step slower. Now, yun nga, it could be baka yung age factor, umiepekto na unti-unti. Or it could be also na when Manny felt na by the 5th, 6th round, kaya niya na, parang he took it easy and nag-pacing na lang, 'di ba? Yun nga, sabi mo, parang he tried to get some mileage or workout para kahit paano yung ring rust kasi matagal din na bakante si Manny, no? Baka yun ang ginawa niya in this fight. So both ways siguro or either way ang maaari nangyari dito. But alam mo, against De La Hoya et al, Manny was super excellent kung merong ganong term, ano? So, imagine kung a step slower si Manny from that super excellent level, nandun pa rin siya sa excellent level or at least the best level. Talagang masasabi natin na nandun pa rin siya sa elite level ng pagiging isang welterweight champion.
Pero the way that Manny performed dito sa laban niya, masasabi ba natin na parang na-prove na niya sa mga tao na hindi talaga siya na out of focus dahil nga sa kanyang pagtakbo as representative as well as yung pagka-involved niya being a Christian?
Sa point na yan na, alam mo, yung sinasabing distractions kay Manny, I think at this point in time, hindi na dapat yan i-take against him. Why? Because since day one, ilan ang championships niya? 8. Since he first his won championship, WBC Flyweight Championship, parating lang sinasabi na nung magde-defense siya, Manny, dami ginagawa, kumakanta, party, blah, blah, blah. Hanggang sa manalo siya ng 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th division, parating ganun ang sinasabi. So, I think it's high time na yung respeto, ano man yung ginagawa ni Manny, ibigay natin. How? By, let him be. Kasi yung mga ginagawa niya outside of the ring, I'm quite sure about this, na nakakatulong kay Manny para yung kanyang eagerness to train, nandun parate. Kasi after training, whatever gagawin niya for a while, siguro nakakalimutan niya yung hirap ng training. And then after nung mga ginagawa niya outside of training, pagbalik niya sa gym, nare-reinvigorate siya because for a while, nakalimutan niya. And then eto na naman, di ba? Kasi yung ibang boxer ang ginagawa, yung talagang strict, takbo sa umaga, then tulog, and then gising ng tanghali, and then training ng hapon, and then tulog na naman. So parang yung cycle is boring, But si Manny has added little dimension about training na hindi masama na for a while medyo gumawa ka ng things na gusto mong gawin that is non-boxing
Kumbaga to
related.
break away rin from the stress of
Correct.
everyday
Oo.
training.
It's a different way, 'di ba? Kasi kung paulit-ulit nga yung ginagawa mo,
Routinary
sobrang
na,
focus ka, totoo 'yan. And
Oo.
for some people it works. Pero for some people kasi nakaka-burnout talaga
Yes.
'yan.
Yun, exactly. No? Kasi kahit na sabihin mong enjoy ka sa ginagawa mo. Pero kasi boxing, alam mo, sa mga boxers, ang pinakamasarap sa kanila yung laban. Hirap yung training. Gigising ka na umaga, tatakbo. Di ba sana kung gigising ka na umaga para magkape, magpandesal. Di ba? Pero gigising ka na umaga, huwag kang kakain, hindi ka pwedeng kumain, takbo ka.
Papaborin mo.
Oo, gano'n. Lalo na yung sa boxing, you have to monitor your weight. Kasi meron kayo maintain na weight no? So for you to maintain yung weight, hindi ka kakain. Yun ang pinakamahirap. So imagine, gigising ka na umaga, gusto mong magkape, pero hindi ka magkakape. takbo ka muna ng 20-30 kilometers.
Grabe talaga. Ito po sir, parang after nga may post-fight interview and then may minention kay Manny na parang kumbaga kinalaban niya si Rios na who wasn't really an elite fighter. Why not consider Rios an elite fighter?
Well, simply because he's coming off a loss. Although, hindi mo naman siya pwede compare kay Manny dahil si Manny is also coming off a loss. But yung resume kasi ni Manny is totally different from Brandon Rios. And from those na nakakaalam talaga nung takbo ng business ng boxing, ang selling point dito is si Manny. No? Coming off a loss. So kahit ang sino ilaban mo, talagang bebenta because nandun yung element na nandun pa ba si Manny? Makakabalik pa ba siya? Mana-knockout ba uli? Makaka-recover ba siya from that bitter experience? So, yun yung selling point. Na Rios, I agree na hindi siya yung elite fighter na natin na pagka yung marquee fight na involving Manny Pacquiao, kinakailangan yung talagang kilalang fighter. So, it was more of just for him to rebound from the loss. And because of Rios' record siguro and being a young, unknown, pero hungry fighter, yun lang yung naging bentahe rito ni Brandon Rios.
Okay. And gusto ko naman matanong kasi, hindi naman ako masyadong knowledgeable sa boxing. Hanggang anong age ba dapat parang kailan ba ang retirement age ng isang boxer? And can we expect several more fights from Manny Pacquiao?
Kasi kung si Bernard Hopkins tatanungin mo, sasabihin niya 50. Kasi 49 na siya ngayon. No? Wow. Depende, no? Depende sa boxingero. But if we talk about the future of Manny at saka, kung ako tatanungin mo kung hanggang kailan na lang siguro 2014 should be his last year. And then, probably a maximum of 2 fights and minimum of 1, syempre. And if ever, among those fighters, sa tingin ko, 3 na lang yung dapat i-consider ni Manny na makalaban niya. No? Of course, number 1 dyan, yung Floyd Mayweather Jr. And then number 2, yung Juan Manuel Marquez. And number 3, yung Timothy Bradley. Now, bakit 2 or 1? Tingin ko kung yung isang laban, kung makakuha niya na yung Mayweather, I think that should be it. Kalimutan niya na yung Marquez, kalimutan niya yung Timothy. Now, kung hindi pa pwede yung Marquez, sa tingin ko, kung makuha niya yung Marquez and yung Bradley, okay na yun. Because I think for him to go beyond 2 fights against elite fighters, medyo parang he's risking too much, not only sa kanyang career, but also sa kanyang health. Yun ang, kasi, like what I've said, yung kanyang main weapon as a welterweight is speed, timing, quickness. Sa isang atleta kasi, and it has been proven countless times na sa isang atleta, ang una nawawala kasi yung kanyang speed at saka yung timing pagka nagkakaedad. No? So, why do we have to wait for Manny na umabot sa ganung punto? No? Yung power, nandiyan naman parati yan. But how to connect, no? Yung ability to connect, yung timing, yun ang nawawala pagka nagkakaedad yung fighter. So, pwedeng by 2015, malakas pa siya, but why wait for, di ba, umabot sa ganung punto na nakita na natin na Manny can be stopped, he can be hurt. It's just that he's just too good na pagdating sa loob. Yung kanyang defense is really spectacular. Kaya hindi natin nakikita na, yun nga, lumalaglag si Manny ng madalas.
So ngayon kaya sir, masasabi natin na kumbaga bumalik na siya at umaangat na ulit siya sa kanyang pagiging pound for pound. Di ba na bumaba po yung ranking? Ngayon po, ano pong status nito? Umangat na naman po ba siya as a pound for pound
I
fighter?
believe so because yung nakita natin kahapon was parang na-reminisce natin yung naging panalo niya kina De La Hoya, yung mga best fights niya sa welterweight. Of course, Rios, he can't be compared dito sa mga nakalaban niya. But at least in terms of yung physical differences nila, 'di ba? Yung from height to reach at saka yung power, kahit papaano, pare-pareho lang naman yan. It's just a matter of sino yung skillful, sinong marketable, sinong mabenta, sinong kilala. But overall, hindi naman nalalayo yan sa mga dati nakalaban ni Manny. So, in that aspect, he was able to prove na kaya niya pang lumaro ng katulad nung nilaro niya nung mga time na kinalaban niya yung mga De La Hoya and the rest of the welterweight champions.
And aside from Manny's win, nanalo rin yung dalawang super featherweight natin na si Harmonito De La Torre and Dan Nazareno. Nakikita ba natin na meron na tayong next Manny Pacquiao dito?
Alam mo yung next Manny Pacquiao, napakahirap ng mangyari yan, no? Even his brother, no? For a while, lumalaban, pero walang nangyari din. So, if ever we talk about the future of Philippine boxing without Manny Pacquiao, meaning kung mag-retire na siya, let's think about yung ginawa ng Mexico. Kasi yung Mexico dati merong Julio Cesar Chavez na parang si Manny Pacquiao talagang revered sa Mexico na ang tao umiiyak. No, talaga nagwawala pag natatalo si Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. After he lost, walang isang Chavez na lumitaw. Pero marami mga boxers na kumbaga nagsama-sama, nagkasabay-sabay para umangat yung Mexican boxing. No? Yung mga Barrera, Marquez, Morales, marami mga Mexicans na kahit na nawala si Chavez, merong mga umangat para hindi man yung nag-iisa na ma-maintain yung na-achieve ni Chavez, nagawan na i-maintain pa rin ng several world champions. So, in our case, I think, kung wala man isang Manny Pacquiao, probably 3 or 4 champions na sabay-sabay na pag-uusapan natin para lang ma-maintain yung ating bansa dun sa mga level na
Sa boxing community.
sa boxing community na pag sinabing Philippines, hindi na Manny Pacquiao, kundi Philippines kasi hotbed na rin ng sport na boxing.
Sir, siguro message na lang sa ating mga manonood about
Parang ako nanalo sa laban.
like the impact of Manny Pacquiao's win and siguro like what's in store for his future now that he won again. And sabi nga nila, bumalik na nga daw ang dating Manny Pacquiao.
Yan. If ever yung message siguro dito is that bukod sa panalo, is for us to be inspired in so many ways. Kasi, yun nga, marami tayong, alam mo na, nararanasan ng mga downfall natin, from catastrophe to mga personal hanggang love. Diba? Yung mga, pagka medyo nababasted kayo. Diba? Ano lang, in whatever aspect na tayo'y maging down, let's take a look at Manny. Yung kanya, halos yung last fight niya, life and death. Hindi natin alam kung ano nangyari. But he persevered, he came back, at saka talagang ginawa niya na makabalik from that disaster, so to speak. So, in so many ways, marami tayong natutunan kay Manny at yun ay ipapasalamat natin sa kanya. At hindi tayo kinakailangan maging boksingero para maging isang Manny Pacquiao. All we have to do is be inspired and believe in ourselves. Walang tutulong sa atin sa mga problema natin. Ang makukuha natin, mga payo and everything, but bottom line is tayo mismo makakagawa ating swerte, ika nga. Tayo ang magkukuha niya at makakagawa para makabangon sa whatever pagsubok na ating kakaharapin.
Yan.
Amen.
Very well said.
Oo nga.
Maraming salamat. Talagang
Galing niya magtanong, ang lalim. Nahuhugot niyo ako.
At yan nga ang ating resident sports analyst dito sa PTV, si Mr. Dennis Principe. Maraming salamat.
Salamat
sir.
din sa inyo.